and welcome back. Today is Wednesday, January 10th. I have my 4 best bets for you in the NBA tonight. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like, subscribe down below. Let me know what your best bet of the day is in the comments. Always willing to tail what you guys are telling me to do. Beautiful slate ahead of us. We have Warriors, Wolves, number 1 team in the East, number 1 team in the West. That's going to be a beautiful matchup. Warriors, Rockets, hey, Battle of the Sea Red here. And then we have the Warriors, Pelicans. That should be a good matchup. Going to be honestly surprised to see how the Warriors bounce back from these crazy few days and with Draymond returning. And the Pelicans have kind of had an up and down season. But before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action. Yesterday in the NBA, we ended up going 2-2 in best bets. Hey, it is what it is. We had the De'Aaron Fox over 26.5 points. He finished with 26 points. Yeah, he didn't really have the best. He was not that aggressive during the game. During like the second and third quarters, was not aggressive at all. Fourth quarter, took a lot of threes to get us back to even close to 26 points, but it was a Sabonis game through and through. Then we had Anthony Simons over 23.5 points. Matchup was there, but man, they got blown out pretty early in that matchup. He had 10 points in the first quarter and then finished the game with 12 points. Kind of was over before it even started. The 2 winners yesterday, though, Jaden Ivey over 20 points assists, 21.5. He blew that out of the water. I don't think we're going to be getting that number anytime soon. Is now back up to 25.5. A little shakier of a number now. And then we had Scotty Barnes over 18.5 points. He cashed for us there. It was the later game, so I didn't watch the whole game, but man, I think he finished with 20 plus points, so he easily cleared that one. He's been a huge asset to the Raptors team, and a little foreshadowing here might be on our card later. That's enough about yesterday's plays. Let's jump into today's action. For my first best bet in the NBA tonight, it's going to be one of the highest totals of the evening. We're going to go with the Washington Pacers matchup, going with Benedict Mathurin over 16.5 points, coming in at minus 125 on ESPN Bet. Let's take a look at this. Mathurin leads the team in usage with Halliburton being off the court, and with Halliburton now being silent for the next few weeks, I think they're going to be leaning into their young star player here to keep up the scoring for him. He's gotten this over 4 of the last 5 games, averaging 21 points per game. He's had a steady volume increase from the last 10. I think he was averaging 8. Now he's averaging 12 shots per game. Love to see the increase in volume. He's gotten this over 3 of the last 6 games versus the Wild. He's gotten this over 3 of the last 6 games versus Washington, averaging 15.8 points. Yeah, it's a little closer to the mean, but like I said, with no Halliburton in this matchup, over-under being at 252, I like Mathurin here to step up for the Pacers here in this matchup, getting his over 16.5 points. For my second best bet tonight in the NBA, it's going to be in that Boston Celtics-Wolves matchup. We're going with Jaylen Brown over 23.5 points, coming in at minus 115 on DraftKings. Brown has gotten this over 3 of the last 5 games, averaging 24.6 points. Granted, the last few games here, Tatum's been out of the lineup here, but Tatum is returning here in this matchup, and I feel like he's going to get the McDaniels treatment and allowing JB to have free reign with the injury-riddled off of a back-to-back Wolves team here. But Celtics could be without Holiday and Horford here, so they're probably going to be leaning more into the scores. Granted, that could be more Porzingis, but I think in this matchup, with the history of Jaylen Brown getting this over 3 of the last 3 games versus Minnesota, averaging 32.3 points, I think JB continues this little hot streak he's currently on and getting this over of 23.5 points, coming in at minus 115 on DraftKings. For my third best bet in the NBA tonight, going with the Rockets-Bulls matchup here. I think his number right here is a little too low. We're going with DeMar DeRozan over 19.5 points, coming in at minus 120 on ESPN Bet. Let's take a look at it. I think this number is down lower than normal because they expect Vooch and Zach to be inserted to the starting lineup, and I expect that as well tonight. But that shouldn't shy you away. His numbers all season has been around 21, 20 points per game. This first time under it. Going to be taking advantage of it. He's gotten this over 7 last 10 games, averaging 21.8 points. He's gotten this over 2 of the last 2 games versus Houston, averaging 29 points per game. He had a game of 31 and 27. Like I said, Vooch and Zach are coming back in the lineup, so you're going to be thinking maybe the shot volume will be going down, but I don't expect that at all. Last game, he had 16 shots per game, back to his normal number on the season. I think the Zach Vooch they're going to eat more on the other players in this lineup. It's going to eat more on the Kobe White being back in the lineup. It's going to eat more on Patrick Williams. DeMar, he's had steady volume. It's just pretty much if he's going to knock down his jumpers. He's gotten this over 8 of the last 10 home games, averaging 22.3 points. I love the spot for DeMar DeRozan tonight, over 19.5 points. For my fourth best bet in the NBA tonight, going back to him, he got us the over yesterday. A little foreshadowing from earlier. Here it is. We're going with Scotty Barnes, over 18.5 points, coming in at minus 125 on DraftKings. Scotty has gotten this over 4 of the last 5 games, averaging 18.4 points. Only reason why that number is so low is because he had a 6-point game. He's coming in this matchup, 8 of the last 10, getting 20-plus points here. Love that for him tonight. He's playing the Clippers team that gives up the 11th most points to the small forward position here, so I like the matchup overall. Barnes on a back-to-back has gotten this over 6 of the last 6 games, averaging 19.8 points. With this matchup being at 237 over-under, with Podol and Podol being out, I think they're going to be more of a small ball lineup and pushing the pace here with Scotty Barnes, quickly Barrett. They're going to be using their smaller ball lineup. He's gotten this over 1 of the last 2 games versus the Clippers, averaging 18.5 points. I like this spot for Scotty Barnes here for us. He's going to go for 2 straight overs for us here. I love this spot, 18.5 minus 125 on DraftKings. Those are my 4 best bets in the NBA tonight. As always, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content. Let me know down below what's your best bet in the NBA tonight. I would probably say out of the 4 plays here I picked, I think I love the Scotty Barnes and DeMar DeRozan over the most here. Other 2, I like them overall just because of the matchup and their totals. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good one.